What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Tom Trosh, and today I'm back with another AEW Dynamite review. This time reviewing the show that took place on the... Sorry guys, should have checked notes first. The 24th of February 2021. Overall guys, I thought this was another solid Dynamite. I really enjoyed the Britt Baker Nyla Rose match, and I'm actually very happy with the winner because I feel like there's more story opportunity if you go with Nyla. I really enjoyed the Hangman Isaiah Cassidy match. I feel like this really showcased Isaiah Cassidy's skills as a singles star, future singles champion in my opinion, but also helped to build not only Hangman's relationship with the Dark Order, but also his feud with Matt Hardy. I enjoyed the Moxley promo. It was okay. I enjoyed the Moxley match, again, was okay. But obviously the main event was amazing. The Lance Archer match and that Lance Archer and Phoenix match was fun. So overall, a fun Dynamite, but let's get into the minutiae of the show. So the show kicked off with Jon Moxley versus Ryan Nemeth. And I'm going to be honest, guys, the only notes I have for this match was Jon Moxley slaps Ryan Nemeth, knocks him out with a guillotine, and then hits him with a paradigm shift for the win. But I enjoyed that. But I enjoyed Moxley's promo to build to Revolution. I think it's next week. Next Sunday, I enjoyed him basically saying, look, I have to win back the title because I'm addicted to wrestling. So I'll either win or die trying, because obviously they're in an exploding barbed wire death match. That is hard to say. But yeah, fun, helped build the feud without them having to brawl, so always good. Next, we then had a video package recapping their history between Kenny and Moxley. It had everything from their non-sanctioned match to Don Callis helping Kenny win the tag team, win the World Heavyweight title. I enjoyed that. Fun. We then had a promo between Phoenix and Archer from last week where they were basically saying, I can beat you, and then it turned into a shoving match. Again, not offensive, fun, okay. We then had what I probably thought was the weakest part of the night. Teamaz, which is Brian Cage and Ricky Starks, versus the Varsity Blondes, which is Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison, I think. And to be honest, I don't have many notes for this match. It basically just ended with Brian Cage hitting the drill claw for the win. Yeah, enjoyed that. Fun little match. Enjoyed it. Tony Schiavone then has a sit-down interview with Pip, Kip Sabian, I called them Pip accidentally, and Penelope Ford and Miro, where essentially they're recapping how horrible the wedding turned out to be, should have been the best day of their lives, blah, 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 blah. And then it leads to Tony being handed a note, and Orange... Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys, but I think it's Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor in a tag team match versus Miro and Kip Sabian at Revolution. And he basically says, it was very ambiguous on whether they accepted or not, but from what I've seen, this match has been announced. Overall, I thought it was fun again to build, enjoyed that. I think the match will be fun, but I'm not overly invested in this story, but the match will be fun. We then had Jake Hagar versus Brandon Cutler, and I thought this was actually very good, because I wasn't very hyped for this. So we had Jake basically using his MMA training to hit shots to Brandon's stomach. And then the match ended with Jake Hagar hitting the Hagar bomb to beat Brandon Cutler. Overall, enjoyed that. But I think for me, the main thing was not the match on TV, but because we're building to the pay-per-view match, the Bucks versus what's his face? Chris Jericho and MJF. I really liked the whole, because earlier in the night we saw the Bucks touring around the arena with their parents, and then we saw this truck with the Bucks' face on it. But I loved how Papa Buck basically got beat. I'm sure he didn't actually get beat up by Chris Jericho and MJF, but you see him with like fake blood on his face, and they're shoving him into that truck and basically saying blah blah blah, now it's personal, we're coming for your tag titles. That's what MJF and Chris Jericho are saying. Enjoyed that, fun enough, enjoyed it. That's all I can really say, really. Excited for the match, but more excited to see the fallout of the match, where the Inner Circle go. Maybe good keeping Sammy off TV, but maybe an update from where he is would have been cool. Maybe. We then had a video package for Shaq versus Cody next week, and basically recapping all of that. Again, I have a bit of a morbid curiosity towards this match. I'm curious to see how Shaq will perform and bits like that, but I'm not overly hyped for it. I hope Cody just wins and we move on, really. We then had Hangman Page versus Cassidy, and the essential story of this match, versus Isaiah Cassidy, should I say. And the essential story of this match was Hangman's arm being targeted, so he couldn't hit the buckshot on Isaiah in this match, but also to build to their next match, his match with Matt Hardy at Revolution. So he's weakened for that. So we saw a lot of counters in the ropes to the buckshot, and his arm being pulled into the ropes. We saw an arm bar by Isaiah Cassidy, which I thought was cool. We saw Matt Hardy slamming, because he's at ringside with Isaiah Cassidy. We saw him slam his arm into the ring post. But one thing I did like was he sort of revealed, I don't just need the buckshot to beat you, I can beat you with another move. Which was the... It looked like on Orange Cassidy's Beach Break, but it's called Deadeye. It looked very similar. And Hangman Page won with after that move. So yeah, fun overall. Then after the match, we see Matt cut a promo about Hangman choosing the Dark Order over him, because the Dark Order have come out of ringside to basically even the odds, and they've been helping Hangman, and he's basically said, I'm gonna keep beating the Dark Order down as revenge, essentially. He then comes back out because he's been sent to the back with I think it was Alan Angels, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but he then throws him through the table that you have at ringside. Overall, fun to build to this match, but yeah, enjoyed this. For me, the next match was probably my match of the night, Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose. I love matches where you see the powerhouse versus the sort of smaller, quicker, bad guy, and this was essentially what this match was. And we saw Nyla hitting a lot of beast bombs and targeting Britt's formerly injured leg, which commentary pointed out, and I didn't remember this, but Nyla was the one that previously injured it. So I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed Britt targeting, again, there was a lot of ring post stuff tonight, so targeting Nyla's arm on the ring post, maybe having the two clash together, the Hangman story and the Britt Baker story right back to back would have been a bit different, but overall, fun match. Nyla Rose won with 2 consecutive beast bombs, an upset for me, but enjoyed this match nonetheless. This is definitely one that I can't do justice, so check it out if you haven't. And speaking of a match that I can't do justice, Lance Archer versus Phoenix. Overall, once again, really enjoyed this. It was basically the quicker guy versus the powerhouse, but with a lot less heel tactics, because I think they're both good guys. So we would see we saw, to kick off the match, Phoenix trying to hit kicks on Archer's leg, but to no avail. We then saw there was a spot in the match where Jake Roberts, who was at ringside with Lance Archer, pushed Phoenix off the top rope. That was fun to see a heel manager get involved because we don't see that very much in wrestling anymore. Archer, again, like maybe too much ring post stuff, but Archer ran into the ring post and donked his head. Enjoyed that. And then the finish came right at the end of the hour, so you knew there weren't going to be any shenanigans after, where Archer hits the blackout, I think it's called, you know, the moves where he throws you off your shoulders. And Phoenix takes probably the best sell for me. Overall, really enjoyed this. Obviously, you also had the Spanish fly moment earlier in the match where Phoenix is able to Spanish fly, flipping Lance Archer off the top rope. Really enjoyed that. Overall, guys, another fun Dynamite. Excited for Revolution next week. And during next week's review, I will also have predictions for that show. So please check out for that one. Please like, share, and subscribe because we are on the road to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Much love, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.